This is Steve Zetro Souza from Exodus, and you're listening to Mosh Mag. Turn it up.
Hey, what's up? This is Donald Tardy with Obituary, and you're listening to Mosh Mag. Turn it up.
Turn it up.
All right.
That was mine last week, man. That was, I know, gotta take my intro, man. You guys don't even realize that we just went through probably 30 or 40 seconds of us. What are we gonna say? How are we gonna say it? But first thing I want to say is okay.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. No, I think that's something you don't even know about. It's okay.
Hey, it's this is episode 15. Let's get it going. Thank you guys for listening.
Yes,
I want to get that started off.
Very much, thank you.
And speaking of listeners,
oh, that's right.
Yeah, we got a voicemail call in a couple days ago from a listener, Nicole. So,
this is really cool. You guys take a listen.
Your show is fucking awesome, Scott. You and Willard kick ass. Just gotta say that again. I love it.
All right. Thank you, Nicole Spiegel in Alabama.
It's from Alabama.
That's Nicole Spiegel from Alabama.
Yeah, that's how we roll. Thanks, Nicole. You know what? When I first heard that was really cool. It had hairs going up on my arms, and that was really awesome. It was just the instant to hear that people really enjoy us, and we're not just here talking to ourselves, but we really are. That's what's so cool about it. Yeah, we are. Because we are friends.
There you go.
We are friends. Okay.
We got a lot to talk about today.
Oh, my God. And you know what? We're not going to have no music, and I'm sorry for that, but it is going to be... We've got a lot. The show's
going to be a little different.
Yeah. Yeah, but every show is kind of different for us. But
this one's a special show, and we'll tell you why at the end.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But it already messed up. I just want to let you know.
That wasn't us talking.
Okay.
We'll bring it up.
Okay. I hate you. The pressure is so on right now. I have no idea.
I know. Just think about it. It works.
I know.
Go with it.
I'm trying. Okay. Sad news. Tim Calvert of Forbidden. He has passed away at 52. God, I just don't even want to say. It was. I've seen this guy 3 or 4 times. One of the greatest guys I didn't know him really well, but I always knew that after every show we'd see him in the parking lot. And did I say it was from Forbidden? Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Okay. But I would see him in the parking lot all the time, and he'd be loading stuff up. And hey Tim, it was great show, man, great. And he would always spend time and go, you know what? Thanks, guys, and sit there and talk to us for literally 20 minutes of just BSing to each other. And it was just a great guy. And I know so many of my friends are really just heartbroken from this. March, especially March, baby. I'm so sorry. You have no idea. Just very, very, very. Just God, I got tears in my eyes just thinking about it. Guy was a United Airlines pilot, and who says that you people in metal can't turn out to be anything? It's just incredible that these guys have just turned out to be so many different. How many people? They just when you were playing music back in the 80s and 90s, did you really think that you would when you would pass away that we would remember something that you did in a parking lot? So it just shows you about the little things in life that you can just sit there and just really change someone's life just by being nice to someone for a change. But yeah,
heck, that's like a lot of shows that we've seen back in the day.
Right, I know. But guy was really good. I've seen it 3 or 4 times, and every time he was just a really great guy.
Rest in peace, Tim.
Yeah, that was really sad.
And on the lighter side of the news,
we
want to wish somebody a happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Gary Holt of Slayer
and
Exodus.
Holt of Slayer.
Gary.
Wow. I can't wait to see them. We're going to go see them on Sunday. I am so stoked. I cannot wait. That is going to be so fun. We're flying in for this. It's going to be incredible. I'm talking to a few people. Julie, if you're listening, I really need that pass for that show. I'm trying to get a press pass so I can do a full-length review of the whole concert and Slayer in general. I really want to do a story from when I when we were seeing them, remember back, and they would walk into Ruthie's Inn and they'd be listening to other bands, and how when they were just our age back then and now they're retiring. I just want to do a full retrospective, with images and stuff. Yeah, so that'll be fun. But Gary, happy birthday. Sorry to go off track, but I'll see you.
No, that's actually that's keeping on track because of that. Actually, that's next Sunday, and that's Mother's Day. We want to tell everybody Happy Mother's Day in advance. First off, all you moms out there, and all you dads that are moms.
Yep.
And hey, and we just wanted to bring up the fact that Testament is playing that show as well with on the Slayer's Last Tour. And speaking of being old, now it makes me feel old. New Order actually turned 30. The New Order.
Testaments. The New Order turned 30 years old.
That
crazy. Was yesterday. It did.
Yeah.
That is crazy. It's just and it's it's on the 30 mark because everything's going to be coming in. Oh, this turned 30. That turned 30. This turned 35. When is it going to be we'll be sitting there, are we going to be doing this when we're like 80 and going, oh, I remember 70 years ago?
I hope so.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? There would be Mosh Muppets,
Yeah, there you go.
I know.
I don't care.
Oh boy. Okay, where are we now? We have this list that we make, and it's kind of a little joke that we go through this list. And so we act like we're news reporters, like, oh, what are we going to write? We're scratching things off. We're, marking things. What's next after this? So I want to do a whole show, just like a fake show, like bloopers, like you were saying, of just the stuff behind the scenes of us getting ready. That would be really funny.
We should start recording those and just what we talk about before the show. So
I know.
It's hilarious.
Oh, my God, I know.
We prep for these shows.
I know. And how we complain about what we're going to say at the beginning and who's going to say it and how loud are you going to be. And, anyway, that's what's going to say. Okay.
Anyway.
There, you have information on this, but Gibson filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, so, that company's like 100 years old.
I know. What did you have on that? You had some numbers on that.
Okay, so here's the deal. The company is at least $100 million in debt. Wow. Okay, and perhaps as much as $500 million in debt. Okay, according to paperwork filed on Delaware last Tuesday. So about a week ago today. So basically, fortunately, there looks to be a viable path to survival for the Nashville-based company, Gibson. That path involves liquidating the consumer electronics business. So basically what they want to do is they want to get rid of Gibson Innovation, which is defunct anyway, and that's part of the division that does a lot of the home electronics and stuff like that. What they want to keep, the division's products have included headphones, speakers, audio equipment. If the plan's successful, the Les Paul and other guitars, along with the company's other professional audio studio equipment products such as instruments like Epiphone, guitars, and Baldwin pianos, will still continue to be sold for future generations. So basically, they're kind of trying to liquidate the small line, like your home speaker, little stuff like that, and they're going to try to lean more towards the studio and professional side to keep the company going. I mean, geez, the company's 100 years old, man.
I know.
They got to do something.
Isn't that kind of sad when you kind of look and you see all these people, everyone's playing an instrument nowadays, and it's just, it's sad to really just kind of look back and go, wow, an institution like Gibson, man, if they can go under, who couldn't go under then? It's
that easy.
And it was just like how we were just talking about last week, and how we just saw a video of Gene Simmons talking about the same thing we were talking about last episode about the future of music and how Spotify needs to start paying these artists for their music. And
that whole thing, where the Spotify and it's the album companies, Spotify, those guys all make money, and Spotify makes the money from the album companies and everything. And the problem with that is, like Gene was saying, the artists themselves don't get money, and nowadays it's all about touring. Right. But now, what little band coming up is going to get on a big tour? Right. They need that small type of distribution, like a Spotify or something like that, in order to come up in the ranks, or even media.
Yeah,
and just CD sales.
And it really upsets me when I'm down here and I go to these local shows out here. And I go see this band, and they've been together for 10 years. Like they're really like Scattered Guts. I went to go see their Scattered Guts show. Hey guys, you guys are killer.
What's up? Yep.
These guys would just go. They're there for 10 years, and you're listening to their music and going, "What is going on? Why aren't these guys signed? Why aren't they going somewhere? Why don't they? It's and it's not their fault. It's everything else. It's like But you know what? It kills me that when you do hear people that get signed and you're looking at them, like you hear like they're on like Apple Music or iMusic, and you're like, what? These guys got signed? Someone signed these? So I don't know. I just think that this whole thing. I think what we really brushed on with there not being record companies anymore. I think that's exactly what needs to happen. Anyway. That was an old story, and I'm sorry to bring it back up, but it kind of just brought it forward. With
because that whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. What we're going to do now? It is. We brought this up and we were thinking about it. Is it right or wrong to replace key members of a band after they've either left or passed away? We're talking Alice in Chains. Stuff like that.
But see, now what's funny about this one is that it's some of the bands this works out. Some of them they completely
I know
bomb.
I know.
I think there's a bunch. I think like that whole Queens thing. I don't know. With the new guy, I don't know. The Journey thing, maybe with the guy off the internet.
But
the Asian guy off the internet.
Why he couldn't tour anymore? He got stage fright. That's the only reason why.
One?
The original singer, what's his name?
Oh, Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
No, I mean Stephen Perry.
Yeah. It was a mental thing. That's why he could not go up on stage and sing. That's the only reason why he's not doing it. Can you imagine that? I mean, like this is what you always wanted to do, and you do it, and then all of a sudden you have a mental lockup that might be. But anyway,
then look at AC/DC.
I think. AC/DC is like...
It worked out.
But why did it work out? Because everyone wanted to hear Axl?
No. I'm talking about...
after Bon?
After Bon Scott.
Yeah.
I draw a blank on his name. The Black Album. Awesome.
But what about now? After Johnson had left, now what with Axl? No. I mean, why are you putting... that just makes no sense. Because, I don't mind you putting somebody in like Alice in Chains. You lose Lance Taylor, and he comes in and like he nails it. He has some of it. He sounds like him, but then he has this other way of singing. But some of these bands was like, why don't you just change your name, change your style? I mean, you're jumping off something that happened. I don't know. I always look back when we were just talking about like Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin sat there and was like,
they were done.
Yeah, the drummer dies. And they go, nope, we're done. I think that's what they should do. I mean, but I don't know. It's like
depends on the band and how old they are.
I know, and how much success they had on that one member. Sublime. I mean,
Okay.
That's another one.
Now
we're not going to say nothing bad, but that's not. But yeah, that was an interesting topic that we thought we'd touch on and maybe get some feedback from you guys. But we didn't get enough time to really go through every band that we thought of. But that was just the key ones that came to our mind. It was like Queen, Journey, AC/DC, Sublime, Alice in Chains. I remember we were missing a couple in there that we were like, dang it, which one was it? So
yeah, man, hit us up on our Facebook. Tell us what you think about that.
Yep, definitely. Okay, me, James Willard, Tucson. Yesterday, Sunday, I saw Ghost, and oh my god, it was the second show of the tour. I don't know, Scott. How do you think about this? When you go see a show, and the album that hasn't been out yet, they're playing songs. I know it's interesting to hear, but wouldn't you like to hear? What would you rather hear? Like, would you rather hear them live first, or would you rather hear it like how it's supposed to be sound, and then you get to hear it live? Do you know what I mean?
That's a good one. Like when the album comes out, they push it. You hear it on the radio or whatever.
Right.
And then I don't know. I kind of like the live because I just want to know what it. I want to know that's their raw. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what they.
Yeah. So that's what happened. It was like I was hearing songs and I was like, whoa, is this back catalog that we never heard? But, you kind of get that. He doesn't announce it, and sometimes I couldn't understand because, he's got that accent. But really great show from front to beginning. You know what? And I'll tell you this. I've never, ever in my life been to a metal concert or a rock concert that had an intermission. There was no opening bands, and it was so weird that it was kind of in like an opera house. It was at the Tucson Music Hall down in, I can't remember, guys. I'm sorry if I messed this up, but it was at the Tucson, Music Hall. I think that's what they call it. But it was like an opera house, and everyone had seating all the way up to the front. So I had a photo pass in which I'm going to be posting some killer images. I just went through them. I just do killer images I'm going to be posting, and I'll talk about some stuff in a minute. But I went and when you have I got to shoot. So as I'm in the front row, have to run around everybody that's sitting there in the front row with their drinks, their purses, and I have to run around in between all these people to try to shoot, the van. But anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this in a second. But actually, they played 12 songs. They had an intermission. They came back and played another 11 songs.
They're amazing. 23
songs. And I know.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. And it's really hot. Okay. It's really hot. I mean, I was sitting and just standing there after I'd shot. And, I'd been running around a little bit here and there. But it was weird that I come back and here I am sweating. And these guys are in full, mask. They have a mask on. Everyone's got a mask on. And I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they sit there and will go play 23 songs. And now I understand why they had an intermission. Okay, so the intermission hits. The music comes up. I have to warn people they're about to leave. I'm like, no, this is intermission. Because I found out from the show before. People are about to walk out. I go, no, it's an intermission. You guys stay. And they're looking at me like, intermission? What's that?
Yeah, what's that?
It's kind of cool. I don't know if you guys ever been to an opera or a musical or anything like that or a play, but they'll give you a chime when there's 10 minutes or 15 minutes left. Okay, they did that, but it was like this big old metal gong,
awesome.
It was kind of cool. I knew what it meant, but half the people there had no clue. So
no, not if you don't.
So they come back and they start playing some songs. I'm going to post on social media. I got to post a video. I was really thinking about whether I should or not, but I see them all over the internet now. I'm going to post a video of a new song that's from Ghost that isn't out yet. But yeah, I wanted to get your take on that, Scott, about seeing, because I went and saw Machine Head before their album came out.
Yeah.
And then I just saw them, because in Arizona, they all want to come here first. They want to come here first because, it's kind of how they start the tour. They'll come down south, then go through Texas, go up to Colorado, and they'll just move around and then go to Florida, go up to New York, come back to upper, Minnesota up top, go to Canada, and they come back down and end it in San Francisco or LA. And it's just interesting that that's the third time I've seen the show here, a big show that's pretty good. I know it's kind of cool because you're hearing something that no one else. But I don't know. There's drawbacks to it as well. But anyway, it was a great show. Hey, I want to thank Peter Quinn. I'm sorry, and Ghost. I'd like to thank those guys for that pass. That was absolutely incredible show. If you guys ever get a chance, come see these guys. It's theatrical, and you guys got to all remember that, why he's got to look into the backstory behind all this, and you're going to see some stuff. Once you get the backstory, you're going to see a lot of stuff that goes down, and you'll go understand why why the Pope looked like the Pope's coming out. No, this is the old cardinal that used to be the lead singer, and now I won't even get into it.
So speaking of that, actually, real quick, I just read an article that, and I don't know if you saw that or not, but they said on the VIP backstage they're going to have all the old Emirates or whatever, embalmed and stuff, and people will be able to take pictures with them and stuff.
No way.
That's what they said they were going to start doing. So all his old guys are going to have either in coffins or standing up, and they were showing.
Oh my god!
I think it was on Facebook or something I read. It was totally cool. I'm like, what a great idea!
I did not even know that would have been.
That is a friggin' awesome idea.
cool.
I just saw that today.
I really tried to get an interview, and I was a little bit. She goes, Peter goes, you're a little bit too late. We just booked our last interview that we could do for that time. I didn't know what I could do, but I tried. I tried to get you.
Yeah,
guys
at least you got photo passes.
I know. That was really cool. So very interesting pictures. And talking about pictures, as I was sitting there and at the intermission, there was a young lady behind me, and she was asking me about photography and looking at my pictures and stuff like that. Well, one of these guys, what was I going to call him? Oh, the hater. I'm going to call him the hater. And hey, Mr. Hater, if you're listening, yes, this segment is for you, okay? Well, Mr. Hater, kind of looking at me, giving you the stink guy. So he looks at me and he goes, well, how hard is it really to take a picture when you're that close? And I kind of chuckled at him, and I go, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. It's an interesting subject, and I'm going to put it on my podcast, and you've got to listen to the answers. So, Mr. Hater, this one's for you. Okay. If you guys don't understand this, when you get a photo pass, you have to abide by certain rules. Always these rules combine to almost every single show that you do a photograph. So you get your pass, everything's good. You go up to the front. There is no flash photography. No matter if you have it, they will kick you out immediately. There is never flash photography. So that makes it extremely hard, especially at these low light shows, especially in metal. Metal comes with like a lot of red lights. It's extremely hard to shoot.
Yeah.
And 2, only 3 songs.
Yep.
And that's it. You have 3 songs to get everything you're done. After my 3rd song, I had over 900 images. So,
and there's a bunch of other guys down there too.
Yeah,
right?
so you got to
realize kind of moving around and everything.
And I'm moving in between now crowd, other guys taking pictures. I think there was only 3 other guys taking pictures with me. And if you're doing your job right, you're working, you're hustling, you're running from side to side, trying to get that angle and stuff like that, dodging everybody, changing light conditions. You have to be so aware of everything going on. If all of a sudden the lighting changes, you've got to adjust, because I shoot everything in manual, so I'm adjusting to exact science of how that exposure should be, and I'm like moving in and out. So, and then you've got to change lenses, and then when you're done, you're exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted, physically exhausted. So, for the guy that thought how easy it is, I would just go out and try to shoot your child or children or anything. Shoot them outside. Yeah. Just running around doing willy-nilly stuff. Go try that. That's greater. And also, and if anybody ever wants to do this, you guys can email me at moshmag666@gmail.com, and I'll answer all your questions about it. But one of the things that I always would ask people to do, if you're ever going to go shoot a band, know their music. I've been in the photo pit so many times where I'm sitting there singing along to, say, the guitar player, and I'm like, I'm really getting into it. I know the next chord. I know what he's going to do next. I know there's a little loud screech, and he's going to bring his hand down real low on the strings, and and he'll give you a facial expression. Know the song.
Good point.
Yeah, and even with singers, they're just going to build something out, and you focusing on that. Or there's a bass line, and you really want to get the bass player just jamming, because every bass player or guitar player or anybody that really gets into their music will give you a facial expression, and that's the best thing when a lead singer is just screeching something out, or anything like that, getting down low. But know the song. If you know the song, it makes it better. And I've had guitar players get in my face and do a solo in my face, because I'm getting into the music. So I don't know. That's what I would suggest doing. But anyway, it's good. Not as easy. It's not really as easy as everyone think it is. It's not. It's very hard. So, Mr. Hater, There you go. How's
There you
that?
go.
How's that? I'm gonna drop my. No, I'm not gonna drop my mic. I can't. I'm gonna drop my pen. There, did that. Drop my pen.
There you go.
Drop my pen. What else we got? Oh, dude, we're almost done. You know what
We
talk?
are.
You know why we do? We
Not
talk too
bad.
fast. But we're not. We just 30 minutes. I think it's good. But yeah, I just got a tattoo.
Yes.
It's a
just
partial
a
tattoo, but from. I don't know if you guys seen my clock tattoo, but I have a clock tattoo, and I got that from Tommy Montoya. So,
Tommy Montoya from.
oh gosh, where
Please
from?
elaborate.
Oh my God, the original from. You know what? Really think about this guy. He was from Miami Ink, right?
Uh-huh.
Can you name another tattoo series before that? That was kind of the beginning of really.
Oh, yeah, I guess
if
that
you're
was
like
the first
so
one.
like. What am I trying
And they
to
all
say?
broke off and went and did L.A. Ink and
Well, they didn't break off. They were doing it at the same time. They were just doing it,
Yeah.
separately. And then he went up to the New York one with Ami. You know, Ami James. He went up there, and now he's actually doing. If you guys go check on Facebook, there's an online. I think they call it the Tattoo Shop. And Tommy Montoya's back in Miami, and they all got everyone together from Miami Ink, and they're back in there. So check that out. It's a really great little mini series. I think they're like 15, 25 minutes long each segment, and I think there's like 15, 20 segments. But it's all on Facebook, just totally on Facebook. But yeah, I was just start really thinking about, like they say that the first reality show was kind of like Ozzy, but I think it was Miami Ink really that was up there too, that was doing the first like really live reality of it, especially with the Tattoo Shop.
Yeah,
That was like right at the same time. And that's, isn't it weird that like you have, and Tommy. Hi Tommy. I told you I was going to talk about you, but anyway, Tommy was like he's a judge on Ink Masters. He's out there talking. He's we have such a great freaking time every time I go there. It's absolutely
seems like a good guy.
Oh man, we go in there and we smoke out and we talk and we just we're laughing in the end. It's just he gets along with everybody in the shop. He's there to have a good time. His ego never gets to his head. He is just so humble in every way. He understands what it means to get like this one girl was absolutely crying and she didn't even get a tattoo yet. It was her father. He just passed away, and it was just really neat to see his his bedside manner with her getting this tattoo, and it was so important to her, and he understood it, and he was so very humble with it. Not humble, but he was more or less. He was very sympathetic to the cause, and God, it was really neat to just see him. And she was shaking, and and it was like he's gonna do this tattoo, and it just got really cool. But anyway, he's doing a food dog on my right arm where I have room. But yeah, if you guys go online, you can check that out and on Facebook and all that. I'll post some on. I didn't post any on Mosh Mag yet, but I'll post that up so you guys can see what. It's the beginning stage, so I still got another. I think in June 29th, I have another appointment with him up in Prescott. So if you guys are up there, Prescott, there's going to be the tattoo convention up there in the 29th. I think 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. Absolutely incredible artists show to these shows. If you guys ever, everyone says, well, how do you get these guys to do your tattoos? Find out where they're going to be. Find out if they're going to be at a convention near you. And I hit up Tommy. I was like, "Hey Tommy, when are you going to be in town?" "Oh, I'm going to come to a convention there in two more weeks." "Oh, great. Can I get on?" "Yeah, I got an opening." That's how I get these tattoos. You pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
You pay for
your
it.
Mouth.
You pay.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what? And that's what I kill. I've heard people say this before. Look, oh man, look how much this tattoo cost me $150. Oh, well, and it looks it.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for, man. Just go out and spend that money for that ink, man. It's really good. Wow. I think we should just not put you on this label. I think I talked this whole time.
Yeah, I think most of it. Just towards the end. I think you're right.
Well, I think that's how we had things planned.
No, exactly.
So I apologize. I didn't mean to take over the whole show, but that's how I roll, man.
Well, hey, I just wanted to let everybody know, too, what's coming up this week. Slayer. Check us out. We're going to be walking around there. Look for the
Slayer,
two guys in Mosh Mag shirts.
Yeah, well, hold on. There is Slayer here in San Diego on Thursday. I have a few people here in Arizona. That's the show they're going to. That's on Thursday. Yeah.
California show
California
we'll be at.
And we'll be in Sacramento.
At Papa Murphy's Park, which is Cal Expo.
Yeah.
In Sacramento. That's Sunday, Mother's Day. Look for us. We'll be walking around with the Mosh Mag shirts on.
The brand new.
Well.
The brand new. Cohen, you're on the clock.
Thank you, buddy.
Cohen from Pulse Merch. Yeah, if you guys ever need some shirts done, absolutely incredible. Dude, he does his own stuff. He does his own screen printing. He's an absolutely great. Hey, really, I could watch him do that. He showed a video. Yeah. I could watch him do that all day. It's just something cool about it. So I would suggest that you guys keep a lookout because he's supposed to be giving us a little video of him making our shirts, and we'll be posting that on our Facebook and Instagram account. There I did. I took over again. Sorry.
No, that's all good. Good to go. And so, that's pretty much it. We'll wrap this up. From the top, it's moshmag.com is the website. If you look for us on Twitter, Instagram, we are mosh_mag. On the Facebook, we are Mosh Mag Podcast. And everywhere, all you have to do is ask for Mosh Mag. Please play Mosh Mag Podcast.
No, you got to say, Alexa, please play podcast. No, wait.
Or you could say,
Alexa, please play Mosh Mag Podcast. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I hope that chick didn't hear me. Oh my god. I'm scared. Why am I scared that girl's going to hear me and start playing?
That's fine.
Maybe because I don't want to hear my voice.
Her, or just say, Siri, play Mosh Mag Podcast. You could go, okay, Google, play Mosh Mag Podcast.
Oh, that's
We're everywhere.
Cool. Isn't that kind of cool?
Yeah, that's
and good. And then, you know what? If you ever want to hear my voice, baby, just
there
say.
You go. Play Mosh Mag Podcast.
A-okay.
All right, people. Thanks for listening.
No, wait. We have one more thing, Scott.
Trying it out.
What is this? What?
Oh, that is right. Okay, so we did have a special show for you this evening.
This is a special show.
Yep.
I need a little drum roll. Do it.
Yes, this show was our clean show.
Wow.
We didn't swear, or we tried
swear
not to.
One time.
No, I think we did good.
I want to do it right now.
The only swearing was our listener, and that we just didn't edit out.
Thanks, Nicole.
Because it was raw. We had to do it. Thank you again, Nicole.
Yeah, Nicole, that was so cool. And everyone out there that listens, I've talked to a few people, you guys listening, and that's, hey, dude, it does. It makes our day just to hear you guys out there, knowing you guys are listening and liking our stuff. So that's really cool.
And, for you parents out there that listen to us in the car with the kids, we're going to try to clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, we're totally.
So
I'm sorry. But you know what? Here's the deal, and I think this is what's really hard between us, that it's we really just sitting here just talking to each other. And I think that's how we've always wanted to approach this whole thing. We just want you to be a part of our conversation. I think that's what we really did. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
So sometimes it gets out of control because that's what we'll do. We'll be cussing at each other or yelling at each other, so.
Yeah.
We can't always be good, okay? But we are sorry, and we are trying. I am trying. Anyway, I think that is it. Finally, I'm not going to say nothing else.
No,
I'm rambling today. Too much caffeine, bro.
I'm going to have a beer.
Oh, wrap it up. Okay, guys.
All right, people. Peace.
Bye.